Hello all. Now we will try to understand that how to draw the entity relationship diagram. Entity relationship diagram preparation is the very basic step while creating the database, or it is a prerequisite because of which we can prepare the entire database. After entity relationship diagram, we can prepare the relational schema which works as the interface between entity relationship diagram and actual database. So first of all, let's try to understand that what is meant by entity relationship diagram. So entity relationship model is an abstract and conceptual representation of the data. So whatever problem statement that is given to you, for that you can prepare ER diagram or ER model. Entity relationship modeling is a database modeling method used to produce a type of the conceptual schema or semantic data model of the system. Often relational databases. In relational databases, we actually create the tables and its requirements in the top-down fashion. Diagrams created by this process are called as entity relationship diagram. Now, entity relationship diagram notations are very important because if we know the proper notation to represent the entity, maybe attribute or maybe relationship, then it will be easy for us to prepare the entity relationship diagram. So Peter Chen developed entity relationship diagram in 1976. Since then, Charles Bashman and James Martin have added some slight refinements to the basic ERD principles. Now we will talk about entity. Entity is an object or concept about which you want to store the information. For example, in the college database, I have serial number, name of the student and his grade. So name of the student, for example, Abhijit. So Abhijit will become entity over here. So it is an object or a concept about which we want to store the information, because in that particular record I want to store more information about Abhijit. For example, his roll number and then for example his grade. Now what is a weak entity? Weak entity is an entity that must be defined by the foreign key relationship with the another entity, as it cannot be uniquely identified by its own attributes alone. So in some tables what happens? We are given with, for example, the city ID for a specific student in one table, but in the second table we are providing that particular city ID and the name of the city. So from the first table it is not getting cleared that the Abhijit belongs to which city, but using the foreign key concept I can connect it with the another table and I can say that the Abhijit belongs to the city which can be a Bombay. Now key attribute. Key attribute is the unique distinguishing characteristics of the entity. For example, employee's social security number might be the employee's key attribute. Now see, entities are represented by rectangle, weak entities are represented by double rectangle, key attributes are represented by oval, and it can be specified like the name of the attribute. For example, it can be a roll number of the student, and then it should be underlined inside the ER diagram so that it will say that it is the primary key or the key attribute. Now multi-valued attribute. So in our ER diagram, we may need to represent the multi-valued attribute. So the multi-valued attribute can have more than one values. For example, employee entity can have multiple skills. In the similar example, the Abhijit may know about C language and C++ language. So it can be represented using the double oval because it is containing multi-valued data. More than one skill sets are there about which the Abhijit is trained. Now derived attribute. Derived attribute is based on the another attribute. For example, employee's monthly salary is based on the employee's annual salary. So what happens over there? That whenever the student is getting recruited in some company, he is offered with a package or a cost to the company. So based on that, we can easily calculate that what will be his or her monthly salary. Now that particular part will be represented using the dotted oval as shown over here. Relationship. Relationship illustrates how two entities share information in the database structure. First, connect the two entities, then drop the relationship notation on the line. So this is the notation like a rectangle or I can say diamond, which is used to show the relationship between one entity and another entity. For example, Professor John teaches Abhijit. So teaches will become relationship. Abhijit was a student and Professor John is a teacher. Cardinality. Cardinality specifies how many instances of an entity relate to one instance of the another entity. Cardinality also closely linked to ordinality. While cardinality specifies the occurrence of the relationship, ordinality describes the relationship as either mandatory or optional. In other words, cardinality specifies the maximum number of relationship and ordinality specifies the absolute minimum number of relationships. So cardinality, it is like one to one, one to many, many to one, many to many. So here is a small representation which is showing that how the cardinality can be represented. Like there are many transactions that are happening to the account, many transactions that are happening to the account, many to one, right? Right. More than one customer may have the joint account, like many to one over here. Now recursive relationship. This also we need to show into our ER diagram. So it's in some cases entities can be self-linked. For example, employee can supervise the another employee. See, employees are all at the one level. Either he can be A or B or C employee, right? So it may happen that their manager have told one employee to assess the another employee. So in that particular case, I can say using this particular diagram that this is a recursive type of the relationship. Now, for example, artist performs a song. Here artist and songs, these are two entities and performs a relationship. Link represents the connectivity between entity and attribute, entity and relationship. So this can be considered as the recursive relationship over here. And now just to summarize about the entity relationship diagram, a small simple entity relationship diagram I am representing in front of you. Here you can say that you can observe that entities are there. There are multiple attributes which are associated with that entity. Relationships are connecting these entities. So in this particular fashion, the new person who want to create the entity relationship diagram can use these notations to complete the entity relationship diagram based on the problem statement that is given to the student.